welcome to Monday. So, I was gonna do a vlog part, probably not a whole vlog, but at least one small clip or something on Friday. But I woke up at like 6 a.m. on Friday because my mom and Brad were yelling downstairs. I was like, what the heck? And the night before we had lost heat. The furnace had stopped working, and so we're like, whatever, we'll deal with it tomorrow, because what the heck. So we woke up and it was freezing, and we fixed a part. I think we actually did fix a part on Friday, actually, and it was still not really working. And then we fixed another part Saturday, fixed another part yesterday, and now it's finally working. But we think, my mom said maybe the thermocoupler inside it that detects the temperature and stuff might be kind of off because of all the stuff we were doing to try and fix it and how it was going one way and another, yada yada. It might have affected it in a bad way. So I'm just keeping an eye on it today because sometimes it stops working. Like at some point last night it stopped working. So I'm just keeping an eye on it, make sure it's still like heating the house. So I'm doing that and hanging out. And for the first time in like just over a month, I actually feel normal. Like my anxiety isn't super high. I'm not dead exhausted. And it's just wild. And I think for one it's because I'm almost off the venlafaxine, that last medication I was on, because I'm almost off that. And right now I'm starting a different medication. So I think it's because I'm getting off the other one plus the other medication, so I don't have any like symptoms of getting off one drug or anything. And I just feel normal. Like, I'm obviously still tired. When am I not tired? You know. But I'm not, like, dead exhausted. Like, I feel, like, normal. Like, my normal self. Even though my normal self isn't very normal, I feel normal, quote unquote. So that's wild. And I was supposed to start doing stuff today, and it's not even that late in the day. But I wanted to make, like, the hemp bracelets and stuff to get those up for sale. But, like, this is the first day I've actually felt, like, decent. So it makes me not want to do anything because I actually feel okay today. So I want to, I want to actually just, like, enjoy my day. So, like, it makes me not want to do anything because I want to enjoy my day. But at the same time, it's like, well, I know I should do these things. So maybe I'll just wait until tomorrow because, like, I feel normal, and I kind of want to just enjoy that. And then even if I feel like crap again tomorrow, I'll still make myself do stuff, because then at least I won't feel like I wasted my day by, like, doing stuff. Because there's a ton of stuff I gotta do. Besides all, like, the hemp bracelets and stuff, there's a bunch of other stuff I gotta do. But I could just do that tomorrow. I want to actually be able to enjoy myself for the first time in over a month. Because over the last month, it's been actual hell in my brain. So, I might just take the day to actually feel good about myself for once. I'm still gonna get stuff done, but I'm not gonna do everything, is basically what I'm saying. Whatever. And I'm hoping this week I get to bleach my ends and redo the purple, because I don't want to redo the purple until I do that, because I want to do all this stuff in purple. And right now, because it's so faded and I have some blonde and stuff, it kind of looks like, I don't know, like, doesn't it look weird when some of the blonde shows through? Like, that's weird. And the blue's a really nice color. But I want to redo the purple. But, that looks so bad. How it's, like, just purple at my ends. But I want to bleach the ends and stuff because my natural hair doesn't really take color on very well. So I gotta bleach it for it to take on any color. The first time I ever dyed my hair, I was dyeing my hair like a dark chocolate brown, and I sat with the hair dye on my head for like 30 minutes or whatever the normal hair dye thing. I haven't dyed my hair like normally in like forever because I'm used to just like bleaching it and putting temporary color in. But I think it's like half an hour or something like that you keep dyeing. And I sat in the salon with the hair dye on my hair for that extended period of time, rinsed it out, and my hair was still blonde, and I'm like, what? So, yeah, my hair doesn't really like taking hair color. I'm gonna make some more coffee. I'm feeling good today, and I want to enjoy the good. You know what I mean? because, I don't know, if I feel like crap tomorrow, yeah, it's gonna suck to have to do everything that I gotta do, but I'd much rather do everything on a day where I feel like crap than a day when I feel good, which sounds very opposite. But I haven't felt even remotely normal over the last month since I started that medication, since like a week after starting that medication. And I just want to enjoy the normalness. I just want to enjoy it. There's a winter storm watch, and it's been snowing all day. It's very snowy outside. Very snowy. It just stopped snowing. It was snowing a little bit ago. It's not supposed to get that snowy until later, I think, and it's supposed to snow all night. And it's not supposed to snow for the next couple days. But we got some winter storm watch right now. I don't know how bad it's going to be, but I think they just mean like general storm. I don't think they mean like crazy blizzard or something. The temperatures are still all the same. It's colder in this part of the house than this part of the house, which is kind of weird. Maybe because it's not as open. And then it's obviously warm upstairs because heat rises. Because in here it's like 67, and there it's 70, and I think upstairs it's like 71 or 72. I think it's 71. But regardless, that's my job, is going down in the creepy, nasty basement and checking on the boiler or whatever it is, making sure it's still working. That is my job, making sure it's still working. Last time I went down there like an hour ago, it was fine because I thought it was shutting off, because earlier this morning at like 8 a.m. it was 70 down here, and now it wasn't. And I stayed upstairs because I heard the heat running upstairs still through the heater, so I wasn't too worried about it. And then I didn't hear the heat running upstairs for a little bit, so I came downstairs and I was like, oh, it's kind of cold. Let me go check it. It was fine. And then I went down and checked it again a half an hour later. It was fine. And then I went down an hour ago. I don't think, maybe 45 minutes ago. And it was still fine. So I don't know. But it was on most of the day yesterday and at least half of the night. So even if it did shut off, it took a long time to shut off, and it got turned back on this morning, probably between like 6 and 7 a.m. So with all that information, I would assume it's not going to shut off and be kind of weird until like maybe at least when Brad gets home at like 4 or something like that. I don't know. I do not know. But one of the things I want to do is, for one, I want to see, I want to call some liquor stores to see if they're hiring. I don't want anything seasonal though, which is the problem. But I feel like liquor stores is something I can do, because that's still around the whole, not many people that go in and out. It's not crazy busy, and I should be able to handle that with my anxiety and panic disorder and my freak of a brain. So I want to call and see, but I might check, because there's a couple that have websites, and then there's one that only has a Facebook page. But with the ones that have website, maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe there'll be online applications. But usually smaller places like that, like liquor stores, and because they're usually just like small locally owned things, especially out here. So I'm assuming they don't have online applications, and I'm going to have to go in and put in an application regardless. And my car only has summer tires, so I'm not leaving the house today. The brakes are really bad on it, and it's not inspected. So part of me doesn't want to call yet, and I want to wait to call until my car's like, at least I know it's going to be inspected within like the week or something. Because I don't want to call and have them ready for me to go in, but I don't have a car to go in. Because like, even if it's not snowing, yeah, I can drive my car, but it's not inspected. So I go to apply to a job and I get pulled over and get a ticket for my car not being inspected when I don't have money to pay for the, what's it called? I just said it. Ticket. When I don't have money to pay the ticket. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I mean, I can always do a thing where like I know I'm gonna call, or I can do a thing where like, okay, so I can pretend it's like tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm gonna go to some liquor stores and put in applications, yada yada yada. Like, say I'm planning this out for tomorrow. I can talk to my mom about it, and I can borrow her car to go do that. But then if they call me in like the next day or a couple days later or something for an interview, and I don't know that they're going to call me, and I don't have a car, I don't want it to cause a problem and have me not get the job. Because especially where I live, because I live in the middle of nowhere. So, there's no public transport right near me. Most of the public transport around me is for the elderly. And, yeah, I think it's mainly the elderly. So, I don't have public transport to take, and even if I did, like, I don't have the money to take public transport. But if I did have to take public transport, my mom could give me the money to take the public transport, and then I could pay her back. Because I don't think public transport is even that expensive. I think I've only taken public transport once, and I was like 13. But I live literally in the middle of nowhere. Like, if that'll... Yep, that's a field. I live in the middle of nowhere. So, I don't know. I just don't want it to have it cause problems or something. Because, I mean, that would suck. I get a job application put in. They call me in for an interview. And they called me at like noon, 3 days from now. I don't have a car. And then I have recently, for my other, like, my doctor's appointments and stuff, I've taken my car to my mom's work to take her car out there so that I don't get pulled over, because I know taking the way to my mom's work, there's not really that many cops, and if you do see cops, chances are you probably won't get pulled over. So I'm fine doing that, even though it's obviously nerve-wracking. But when it comes to, like, places that I put applications into, it's completely out of the way. Because, like, if I put an application into the town half an hour that way, that'd be out of the way to go half an hour this way, to come half an hour back, to go half an hour that way and back, and that's a waste of gas. So, I'll have to figure something out. I just want something that'll make sense, money and gas-wise, and stuff like that, because I don't have the money to give my mom gas money. And no matter how much I want to, because there's been a ton of things I'm like, don't send me money, because I'll tell her about something and I'll be like, but don't send me money, I just need to complain about this for a second. Or, like, she'll give me money and I'll be like, oh, I'll pay you back, and she'll be like, no. And I'll try to pay her back and she'll be like, no, and she won't take my money. So, like, even if I wanted to, she won't let me pay her back. She won't, and I keep freaking trying. Oh my god. I keep trying to pay her back. Every time I get, like, $2, I'm like, here, and she's like, no, you're gonna need that $2. And I'm like, yeah, probably, but let me pay you back. So, I gotta figure out something that makes sense, because I don't want to waste gas, waste money, waste time. So, I gotta figure something out, but I'm thinking if I wait, like, because I should get the brakes in my car this week, and I should be able to get the new evap system in my car this week. And just with that alone, I should be able to get my car inspected. The only difference is I'd have to get winter tires before I start driving it, because I have summer tires on my car. And that freaks me out. So, excuse me. But I can get it inspected if I get those two fixed, because if I get the evap system fixed, the codes go away. And then obviously you need brakes to get your car inspected. The tires on my car are fine. They're just summer tires, so not ideal. Easy to slide in. No one wants that. So, that's my rambling. I'm gonna go. I might finish this vlog today. I might not. I guess we'll find out. Hello. It is Tuesday. So, I texted my car guy this morning, and he wants me to drop my car off tomorrow night, and he'll be able to work on it Thursday. And we're working on the heat again today, because the heat is all bonky. As of right now, I think the heat is okay. 2 hours ago, I had to turn it back on, but I think it should still be fine. Because it's going back down, actually. It's gone down 4 degrees in the last, like, hour. So I should probably go down in the basement and check it again. My hair's all bonky. 65. Yeah, I don't know why it's being extra dumb today. It's a little bit warmer in this room. I'm gonna go back down and check it. My grandpa actually is getting it apart, and I guess it's not a thermocoupler. It's called like a water or something or other. And so he's getting that, And I think he might be coming over to actually install it for us as well. I don't hear it being on. My mom changed it so it's like just under, it's supposed to only get up like just under 220. Right now it's at the same as what it was earlier when I had to come and turn it on. And it was on for a little bit because I felt it get warm. Yeah. That's the sound of flames. Okay, so that's on. Because yesterday it was working, like, it would work for a decent amount of hours, and today it's just shutting off, like, really fast, and I don't know why. I don't know. This is my basement, by the way. It's super creepy down here. There's, like, this... God, I really don't want to go over here, because, I don't know if there's any spider webs or anything. But it's, like, super creepy in here, and I hate it, and then there's this, like... other area, which I'm not going to go in because for one, there's no lights, and for two, there's, like, webs in front of it. And I'm not really about that life. I don't know what that section was about, but there's, like, a shelf in there, and I think there's other shelves, and I think they use it to hold canning stuff. But yeah, this is our basement. I think I might have said attic earlier, because I don't know what I'm doing. And oh god, I hate it under here. There's just spider webs everywhere. Oh my god. I feel like and I'm short, and I feel like I just walk around all crouched and ugh. So I absolutely hate it in the basement. I hate it so much. Oh, so that's on. And sometimes it'll shut off because it's not going to run the whole time. Because you also don't want it overheating and stuff. So it's hard to tell, like, if it's off, and I need to go down there and turn it on. Because it's pretty quiet as is. Or, like, if it's still on, but it's just taking a break or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to unlock the front door because yesterday Red was like, hello, is anyone home? I was like, hello, I'm home. But I didn't unlock the front door because usually I end up unlocking it because I'll let the dogs out at some point, and Jack will usually be in front. I'll have to let him in through the front door, so at some point I end up unlocking the front door. Not yesterday, though. Yesterday I didn't have to. He's like, you didn't unlock the front door. Sorry. So, I unlocked the front door. Hopefully it starts to warm up a little bit more. It's been snowing. It's been pretty gross. I'm pretty over the winter. It's actually pretty bright in here, but for the sake of vlogging, I'll turn my light on. That's the other thing, like, letting natural light in is a little bit nicer in the winter because of the snow. It's brighter because of all the reflections and stuff, so natural light's a little bit better in the winter during the day, but then obviously it gets dark sooner. I think it gets dark. Well, I don't know when sunset is. I think at 5:30, that's when it's, like, dark now again, and, like, I'm not about that life. And I'm just so over the winter already. Like, I texted my mom this morning, and I was like, I'm over the winter. And this is, like, the second day where it's, like, actually fully snowed, like, all day. Stopped snowing a little bit earlier, but update. So, whatever, my mom went in the attic yesterday because she was looking for something, and she found bubble mailers. And I was thinking, because they are pretty large, and, like, let me grab one. So this is the one bracelet I made for Chris, and it didn't end up fitting him. It was a little bit too tight. And it's just been sitting on my desk for a week, so there's, like, cat hair in it now. But, like, they're pretty small, so I'm thinking you don't really need that much room, even if I put extra stuff in there. So I'm thinking I might be able to, instead of, I think there's 10 in here. Yeah, there's 10. Instead of 10, I could cut them in half and I'll have 20. And I can just use duct tape to keep it closed. But then I'm worried about the duct tape coming up. And I was like, well, I could duct tape the inside and the outside. But then I'm worried, like, if I try to duct tape the inside, like, what if the tape sticks funny? Like, what if I'm trying to put it into the bottom? Or no, because I'd be cut in half, so then it wouldn't matter. But then for the other one, I'd have to duct tape it closed. But I feel like duct tape should be okay because water can't get through it. And the water will go through this, but the plastic inside won't. So for anyone who's buying a bracelet, they're not going to receive, like, a soaking wet bracelet if it ends up, like, I don't know, it gets dropped. Or it's in their mailbox, like the mailbox we have right now, because we have to get a new mailbox. Somehow it always gets soaking wet in there, and we we have to dry out our mail before we can open it. We need to get a new mailbox. So if anyone's like that and they have a bonky mailbox or something like that, or like sometimes for some reason their mail person does something stupid and it ends up getting wet with something like this, even though the water can get in this way, it can't get in through the plastic. And I don't want people to receive wet items. So I'm thinking I could just cut it in half, which I guess makes it a little bit wonky because there's like lines on it and stuff. But I don't really want to open this and cut them in half and do any of that junk until I'm actually like have them up on Etsy and I'm actually going to sell them, because I don't want to like lose track of any of these, or my cats decide to play with one of them and rips it up, and I'm just not about that life. To be honest, I'm just not about that. So I'm gonna wait, and I want to start making bracelets today. I still haven't decided how I want to make the listing. My mom said it might make more sense to just make one listing, because for one, that's less money, even though it's not even that much to have a listing up. It's less money. So maybe I might just do one listing. I just don't want it to be confusing or something. Or like some younger kid, like 14 or something, and they're like, hey, I want to buy this bracelet. And their parents like, yeah, okay. And they give them their card and they're like, go ahead. It's like yada yada dollars. Go ahead and buy it. And they're trying to figure out what they want, but they don't understand. Because like sometimes stuff online can be kind of confusing, and I don't want someone younger going to buy a bracelet for themselves, or like say they're buying it for a Christmas gift, or I don't think, they would be up before Christmas, and I'm still sending them through regular mail. So yeah, it should be fine. It shouldn't take that long anyway, so yeah, they'd be able to get it by Christmas, even if I put it up like a few weeks before. But anyways, they're buying it for themselves or someone else or something like that. I don't want it to be confusing for them. Or like an older person or something. I don't want it to be confusing. I'll probably just do 2 listings. Honestly, that's probably what I'm gonna do. My hair is like so weird, and I've been doing this thing where I make sure it dries so it has this curve here, because I've been wearing this hat that my friend made me, and instead of like all my other hats, I've been wearing this one. And if I put my hat on and I just have like my hair like flipped up to the side or something, it doesn't look as good as if I have like this in the front, because then you see like that and I think it looks better. So I've been doing this. It looks fine, but I feel like on like some angles maybe it kind of looks like I have a bowl cut. And before, because I would just flip it off to the side, my mom's boyfriend would tell me, he one day told me I had a comb over. I'm like, no, does it look like I have a comb over? I have too much hair to have a comb over. So yeah, that's my hair. I'm hoping to dye it again this weekend, but I'm also worried about it because I think I've said it before, like I want to try to get a job that's a normal job, and I want to call those places that I talked about and stuff like that, but I don't want to do that. And they're like, well, you gotta have normal hair, because someone who walks in is going to be like, your hair is purple, I'm out, and they leave and never come back or so. Like, people don't care. The color of my hair has nothing to do with me. Like, I mean, I guess it does, but you know what I mean. So I don't know, I'm afraid that I'm gonna bleach my hair and dye it all purple, and it's gonna be like fresh, and it's gonna be ooh so good, very purple and amazing, and I'm gonna get an interview and they're gonna be like, you have to have natural hair colors. Ooh. Can't stand it. Ooh. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm just afraid I'll do it, and then I'll end up wasting that dye, because to get the job, I'd have to dye my hair back to a normal color, and I don't want to lose out on a job because I care about my hair more or something. But I'm really enjoying the purple, so I want to keep it, but I don't want to do it, and then, you know, but then my hair splits like that, like the top layer of like few hairs will come over here, and then that's my natural hair color. It just looks so dumb. So I want to redo it so bad, but I'm afraid to redo. It's a constant struggle. My god, my eyes. I don't know if you can hear that like crackly sound, I guess you could call it, like metal poppy sound, whatever, but the heater's turning on, so that's good. That's an A+. I'm into that. So, I want to start making those bracelets. I am all over the place. I don't even know why I even say that I'm all over the place and why I apologize for it, because every single video is literally like this. My life is like this. This is what it's like in my head, except worse. So, I want to start making those bracelets. And I'm super excited. And I wrote it down somewhere, and I can't remember where I wrote it down, because I literally write things down literally everywhere. So, maybe I wrote it down in October or something. I don't know. No, this is September. Where's October? Oh, this is October. Oh, because we're in November now, and I was in, so, but it wasn't in September. Maybe it was in August. I literally write stuff everywhere. Yeah, bracelet sizes. It's in August. Because this is how I use my planner. This is a calendar. But, okay. So, bracelet sizes. 6.5, 7, and 7.5. Those are the standard sizes I'm going to make. And then, like, if you're buying a bracelet and you know your size is, like, smaller, or you're buying it for a little kid, you can always, like, for every order you make on anything for Etsy, you can leave notes and stuff. So, like, if you're buying it for a little kid or something, or someone who's, like, I don't know, heavier set, I think, because I think they would have bigger wrists, right? I think. I don't personally know that many heavier set people, but the heavier set people that I know, like Brad and stuff like that, like, everyone holds their weight different. So some people would just have, like, a normal standard size wrist, even though they're heavier set. So it all depends. But, like, if you know your wrist is bigger, smaller, based on, like, your age or how tall you are even, that'll be fine. But I think 6.5 to 7.5 is pretty standard. The one I made for Chris that fit him, I think, was the 7.5 one. So I can always obviously go up, because he's obviously not the largest wrist size out there, but just for, like, standardized. And then what I'm gonna do is, I need to write this down somewhere else. But what was I saying? Oh, what else I'm gonna do is, for the actual listing, I'm gonna make, well, I'm thinking I could either make a bracelet plain with no beads in each color. That way you can see the color as, like, a completed bracelet. Because I could put, like, the actual, like, just the string out there. But I don't think that's the same as seeing it in a complete bracelet. And then if someone wants just a plain bracelet without any beads in that particular size, it's already made. Or if nobody ever wants them, I can wear them and give them to people. Like, it's not a big deal. And then make one in for each color, maybe, I think, unless, like, I'll just make one, or I could even use this black one that I showed you earlier. I can just use this one as a standard one and be like, because this is a standard one I'll make, but I can also make the spiral one, and I can make other ones, but this is a standard one I would make, and then I could have this, and then alongside this or something, put, like, the different colored strings or something, instead of making a bracelet for each one. I think that would be more time, efficient to do it that way, especially because the chances of me selling them in that particular size isn't very large, I guess. And then for the beaded, what I wanted to do is I wanted to make one of each beaded ones in just, like, the plain color, probably, like, the lightest color I have or something like that, to show where the beads would be, because I would do it like this, and then if someone wanted one bead, it would be in the middle, and then if someone wanted two beads, they'd be off, like, equidistant from each other. And then if someone wanted three, I put one in the middle and then two over here. Which I don't think, unless, like, it's big enough, that people would go for three. But someone might want three. And the beads wouldn't be that large. I also plan on capping the bracelets off with a bead at the end and a little hole to cap it off with. That way you can take it on and off. But obviously you can leave an option to just say that you don't want the bead, and I can just, like, cut it at an appropriate length where you can put it around your wrist and literally just tie it and cut the excess. And I don't remember how to make it anymore. And I can Google how to make it, but I used to know how to make those bracelets, you know, where you could, like, slide it. Like, they were both closed on both ends, but you could just slide it to the length you need it. I don't remember how to make those, and I could search that up if I need to, but I feel like the generic would just be, like, the bead. And then I don't plan on necessarily using the glass beads either, because I have a bunch of beads in here, actually. I bought a bunch of beads for the bracelets. I think I might have shown you guys the beads at some point, but I don't remember jack diddle. So I got a different selection of beads, and these are all wooden beads. So I have, most of these should fit, like these will fit. I have these brown ones. Yeah, I think I did show them when I bought them, actually. And the light is like way too bright, and there's reflections. But see how there's like a line in the middle, and there's like 2 different colored woods. You can see my computer. Stop looking at my computer. There you go. I have beads like that I could cap it off with or put it into the bracelet. And I feel like the wood tones would be really good. The only time the wood tones wouldn't be good, and you might want to use the glass beads, because the glass beads are colored, is the rainbow string that I have. But like all the other tones are pretty earthy. So I'm not worried about that. And then these, which should fit, I think. But I think, yeah, these would fit, but I feel like they'd probably fit better as a cap end, like these, instead of being in the middle because of how small the hole is in the middle. I'll have to test it out, but I don't think I can put 2 hemp strings through here. So this might have to be like an end to the bracelet kind of bead. But, where did I have this before where it made sense? Probably here, yeah. They're kind of like marbly, I guess. So I got those, and then I got these really tiny ones because I really liked them. And the holes are decent size, so if you wanted like beads but you wanted smaller beads, I could use these. There's some lighter ones and some darker ones. And they just got that ring around the middle. All the wood tones are a little bit brighter on camera than they are in real life. In real life, they're a little bit more dull, like they're more wood color, not as orange. And then for other beads, I got these for my grandma, and she got them on Wish. And I think they're clay, I think. But the holes are, like, really small on them, so, like, if you wanted, I don't know, some more of an intricate design or something like that, I would use these. But I wouldn't use them to cap it off or anything, because they're really tiny. But they're really cute beads. They're really pretty, and they're just gray and white. I think they might be clay. For a little while, I thought they might have been, like, what did I want to call them? Not metal, like glass or something, but I think they're clay. But anyways, those are the beads I got, and then the glass beads I have, a lot of them don't fit for 2 beads. Most of them, like the one on this one, only fits on one, therefore why it's at the end to cap the bracelet off. A lot of them, like the holes aren't that large on them, so that's why I bought the wooden beads, because I wanted beads. For one, I didn't care if the beads were wooden or not, but I just wanted beads with like a larger hole in the center. And the ones that I found that had a larger hole in the center and also looked nice and I thought would complement the hemp bracelets, because it's all earthy stuff, would be wood. So that's what I got. I also have like plastic beads and stuff, but I don't really want to jangle around with plastic beads with something like this. I'm just going on about my bracelets right now, and this vlog is gonna be like 40 minutes long unless I trim it down, because I think my other clip was like 100 minutes. It wasn't. That's what it feels like, though. And this one's like 3 hours long. So I'm gonna go, because I want to edit this vlog, and I want to start working on bracelets, and I want to actually like write it down and like plan it out, because literally me planning it out is everything I've just told you that's in my head, and then this little amount of stuff that's here in the middle of the page, and I think that's all I've actually written down for it. Yeah, because everything else is just like lists and stuff. Literally, this is not how you use a calendar. What's wrong with me? Like, you use a notebook for this. Hello? But yeah, I'm gonna write that down. 6.5 to 7.5. And then if you have another suggestion, like if you also make bracelets and you know better standard sizes or something, let me know. Because if there's better standard sizes, I'd much rather do that. So let me know, I guess. I think. Whatever. I'll see you guys hopefully later this week. I should get another vlog out by Friday, because today's only Tuesday. Hello? So I should get another vlog to you guys by Friday. So I think averaging about 1 or 2 a week is doing pretty good for me. Did I do 2 last week? I might have only did 1 last week. I don't remember. Who am I? But yeah, I should get another one out by Friday. So yeah. So hope you guys are having a good week so far. My brain is literally like, I'm the definition of scatterbrained and absent-minded at the same time. So I'll see you guys later. And hopefully you guys are having a good day and night and week and mental health and physical health. Hopefully everything is top notch. Everything better be like up here. Not in a bad way, in a good way. Like, you better feel on top of the world. And I'll see you guys later. Hopefully by Friday. You'll probably see me before then though. So I'm gonna go because I literally can't stop talking.